Okay, this is Mick. It's MH 2020 Advanced Synthesis and Processing. This is just a word on FM synthesizers. I'm just going to make that a sine wave and a sine wave. Now, one operator here is a modulator and an oscillator. And the modulator is an oscillator itself, but it only works to modulate the carrier signal, and this is the level that we'll be hearing, and this is the level that this oscillator will be working on that oscillator, and we can hear it at work. I'll just play one note through it, and that's not what I was thinking it was going to sound like. Just give us a sec. Of course, fine tune. This has to be a sine wave, yeah. What was that other thing about? I don't know. It must have been up here. That's the sine wave by itself, just one. And if I do it harmonic series, 2 and then 4 and then 8 and then 16 and so on, and we could go on making annoying sounds all night. This would be the modulator. Now the modulator is also, I have it set as a sine wave, just to say I'm going to give it a fixed frequency and just go through it as if it were a low frequency oscillator. Now that's 10 hertz, and that's 0.0001,000 of a 10 hertz, which is very, very, very slow. We're talking really slow at the moment. This is 1/10 of 10 hertz, which is 1 hertz, and I think that's a second, isn't it? 1 hertz, is it 10? 1.01, no, 0.1 of 10 hertz would be 1 a second. There we go. And now we can hear it starting to happen. Turn it up a bit. And we can go to much, much higher frequencies. And we can even go to 20 hertz, which is hardly hearable for me anyway. I'm an old man. So that's the way that works on the frequency below. Now we can also use sidebands to change the wave of the shape, and these are the harmonic series. And if I keep on adding mad ones, and this will make an odd sort of zing to the whole thing, it quite radically changes the shape. And this is the shape of the modulator. And we can go back to a sine wave for the modulator, and we can do the same thing with the carrier. Come on. And do the same with the carrier. So that's very nice. And I think there seems to be a very long delay on what's going on here. Yeah, I have to stop the note, so I'll play the keyboard instead. And so that's the way one modulates the other. Now we can go, that's a fixed frequency modulator, and then we can have a musical kind of modulator, which kind of follows a sort of a more musical series. As I say, I could change the pitches of this in the harmonic series. I can also change the pitches of this in the harmonic series. So this can get up to massive high frequencies again. And we can get again, we can envelope that if we go back to a sine wave here, we can see how this affects that. With this envelope. So as you can hear, you can get kind of harmonic sort of clangy sound. And you can go back down and go below the carrier's frequency. That's 4 times now, which is handy for kind of bass sounds. So it's quite a simple way to get those kind of articulations with that short envelope modulating this, and because it's modulating this in pitch because it's a sine wave, but we could make it a square wave. And it has a different sort of effect on it. As the effect is kind of modulating it. And again, an infinite number of things you can do with it. That is FM synthesizers. Thank you very much.